Hey guys! So today is day one of our camper renovation, and unlike the house, we're actually going to clean this bad boy out first, or girl, I should say. So we think that the owners left a lot of stuff in here. We're not really sure, but when we went in before, we saw lots of chairs and some of the cabinets had stuff in it, so I'm not really sure what we're going to find, but I guess we should go inside and find out. So I'm going to show you guys what's going on in here. There is a lot of stuff, and like I said before, we thought that just like there wasn't as much stuff, but we soon realized that a lot of there was like a lot of hidden compartments and storage space that we did not know about, and it turns out that every single drawer, cabinet, whatever is in here is packed with stuff. I did find this percolator, which I thought was adorable and just so cool. It was funny because right before we found it, I was like, how do I want to make coffee in here when we're traveling? And then we found a percolator, so I thought that was really cool. We also found this old Coleman Lantern, and it came in the original box still, which was awesome. And I think it's just really fun to have these things to place back in the camper. Once it's all done, we'll clean them up, make them look really nice, and it'll just be a cool story to tell people. So the good thing about Connor and I is that he is really good at all of the mechanical stuff. So he was kind of working under the camper, making sure everything is working right and just figuring out what we still need to get and what we need to work on. And I'm really good at having like a vision of what I want things to look like and the design and stuff. So that's what I was just figuring out, and I was just showing you guys this step stool, or like the stool, just step. Wow, I can't talk. I'm still sick, and I feel like sick brain is the worst because I just can't speak. But anyway, the stool or the step to get inside. Oh my god, I said stool again. I'm just gonna refinish that anyway. So they have this carpet down, so we're gonna take that carpet up. Hopefully all the floors are still looking good underneath it. I really do like the original floors, but we may have an issue with them, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So now it's time to clean it out. If you guys didn't see the last video, they do have two bunks in this camper, which is what looks like drawers up at the top. So there was also a lot of stuff kind of packed in there, but this is what it looks like when it's empty. Also, these benches that you guys can see, they actually lift up, and lucky for us, there was tons more stuff just packed into these benches. I don't even know what it was. There were just like random things, plastic things, metal things, just so much stuff that was kind of packed in there. So here I'm showing you guys the floor. I don't think you can really tell from this video, but the floor feels a little bit soft here. And when you walk on it, it definitely makes a little bit of a noise. It's not like an old creek like wood floors where it's like, oh, it's just making a noise. There's definitely a little bit of an issue going on there. So we may have to take out the floor and replace it. But if we don't have to, I would love to keep the original floor because I think it is beautiful. So yeah, now I'm just showing you guys what we have to work with. So I'm now going through all of the kitchen stuff. There is tons of plates, cups, mugs, you name it. But actually some of the stuff is really great and useful, like these plates are great. There's some mugs that match it, bowls. So I think we'll try to clean this stuff up and see how it goes, and if we can get it clean and looking sanitized and feeling sanitized, then we'll probably just use it. That way we don't have to buy stuff. I also feel like I'm allergic to honey, so I had to open up all the windows because I've already been sick for like 2 weeks and I can't seem to get rid of it. But anytime I go into this camper, I cannot stop sneezing. It's most likely due to all of the fabric that's in there, like the cushions, the curtains, and all that stuff. So that's why I was really trying to focus today solely on getting the whole inside just like cleaned out. And I found 3 fans at the top of this one bunk. I feel like they just had everything in here, but it's good for us because we could definitely use the fans while we're traveling, and I think that would be great. I also came across all of these 70s patterned bed sheets and linens. So I definitely don't think I'll be using these, but I am going to donate them to the SPCA and any animal shelter that will take them, because they're always looking for bed linens and stuff like that for the animals. So if you guys don't know what to do with your old linens, towels, stuff like that, definitely donate it to them. So while I was working, I heard a loud power tool of some sort going on, and Connor ended up cutting off the old tire because we don't need that. We have a new one coming in, so you guys can see all of this beautiful, not really being serious, kitchen stuff that I pulled out. Some of it is really great and awesome, but some of it was just kind of really old and dirty and not so great. But all of this Tupperware, like plates and bowls and this container, I think is awesome to reuse and repurpose for the camper. These made me so happy because I remember when I was younger, my sister would always make those. So it just kind of reminded me of my childhood. That whole container I will probably donate. It's just lots of plastic stuff that we don't need. There were some pans and pots underneath, which was awesome. So we could definitely use those. We found a cupcake tray. I feel like they were such a good family because for them to bake cupcakes on a road trip, that it just takes a lot of dedication. I don't think I'd be able to do that. But I found this pot, which I love. I feel like it is just so 70s and amazing. So I'm definitely going to keep that and use it as like decor, or actually use it for a pot in the camper. There was lots of these little sheets that help things to not slide, so I just took those out, but I'll definitely get new ones because I think they will be really helpful. The last kitchen drawer I was going through just had a bunch of random stuff, but luckily we found these plates that go on the stove top, so that was awesome. We don't have to replace those, which probably would be very hard to find. Okay, never mind, I lied. I thought that was the last drawer in the kitchen, but I forgot we still had this one cabinet to go. So we found a toaster. I will probably also donate this. I don't foresee us using a toaster that much while camping because we really don't use one much like while we're home. If you guys are avid campers, let me know if you guys find yourself using a toaster a lot compared to when you're home. Maybe it's easier to make like quick meals with. Not really meals, but I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think we're gonna need it, but let me know if you guys use it or not. So anyway, then I found a lot more like Tupperware and plastic things. So again, we'll donate it. I found this really cute clock, which we'll probably keep and reuse. And then I took out the shower curtain.
Look at this thing. Ew. So gross. It's funny though how the shower curtain matches exactly like all the wallpaper in here.
Yeah.
Right? Look how big the shower is now. That looks nice, right? Well, nicer than before.
So here is the lovely disaster that we were left with. I cannot believe that all of this stuff was inside of the camper. We also, on the bottom there, you guys can see there was a grill, which was really cool, but I just can't believe that all of this stuff was in the camper, and I don't even know how it was all packed in there. So we had to go through all of this stuff, figure out what is just garbage, what we could donate, and what we wanted to keep. We did keep a decent amount of stuff, and then also we found lots of wood in the back of the camper too, which could be useful for trips. So now I'm just going through everything and sorting through it. This was probably my least favorite part, and then I realized that we still had one more closet to go through, so I emptied that out. But it was actually really cool for this one. We did find lots of like plastic stuff and just more things that we don't need, but we did find a ton of these old games, which I love. I feel like whatever family had this camper was probably such a fun family because they had like all these games ready, and I could just picture them in the camper having so much fun together. So it made me really happy to see this. We'll definitely keep these in the camper and use them, maybe have like a game night or something like that. Connor and I do like playing games, so
probably do that. So the next day I decided to actually clean out the camper. I had this fancy vacuum. So I just went in. Connor kept singing the Ghostbusters song because it looks like that. So I just went in and cleaned the camper. I didn't clean it extremely well because we are going to be tearing a lot of stuff apart. This is like the hard part because we do want to keep it very original, but realistically, we're probably going to have to take most of the stuff apart and refinish things and paint things and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to get it semi-clean because like I mentioned, I can't stop sneezing while I'm in there. So I just wanted to get all of the dust out. So I pretty much vacuumed every square inch of the camper. And then after we vacuumed it all out, we also took some water and soap and just went over the entire camper. Connor did disassemble the table, that way we could just have it all be flat. Sorry, you guys get a sneak peek of Connor's boxers that say naughty. But anyway, so we took out all the curtains, basically anything that would make me sneeze, and now I'm just cleaning everything with this cleaner. And that one spot we couldn't take out the fabric, it kind of was stuck in there. And here is me cleaning the floor. I definitely want to try to scrub the floor really well if we can keep it and like bring it back to its glory, maybe do some polishing on it, waxing, and just make it look really beautiful because I think it is such a cute design. But here is what the camper looks like right now. Like I said, we took out all the cushions and we didn't go crazy with cleaning it, but we just wanted to get it smelling better and not dusty so I could breathe better. But this is what it looks like, pretty much all emptied out. My next video with Honey, I'll definitely let you guys know what our ideas are for the renovation and ask you guys for some advice because I really like kind of working with you guys on some house renovations and getting your opinion and doing some of the ideas that you guys come up with. It's just really fun for me, and I know it's fun for you guys to have a say in it. So I want this to be our little project that we all get to work on together. But I'm so happy to see all of these cabinets emptied out. I felt like we were never going to get them all completely emptied, so it does feel so much better. But I'm just so excited for this adventure, and I can't wait to share the rest with you guys. Bye!